You are listening to the Marketing 32 Show with your host, Brett Allen.
Hi, Brett Allen here, host of the Marketing 32 Show, where I connect with leading dentists, dental influencers, and industry experts to uncover the latest strategies, insights, and innovations that help dental practices grow and thrive. Welcome back to the show today. This episode is brought to you by always our team here at Marketing 32. We are the only dental marketing agency and team that I know of with a performance guarantee that is truly invested in the growth of your practice. So if you're not growing in that first month that we work together, you don't pay. It's that simple. We really try to find practices that we know we can help, and we partner up with you, and it's a win-win. So if you need help with your marketing, visit marketing32.com, hop on a discovery call with Brax, and we'll see if it'll be a great fit. Quick shout out to Dr. Jeff Grove, we recently had on the show. He's with Ascension Dental Coaching. If you need help growing your practice, from just the ins and outs and day-to-day operations of being in the trenches, Dr. Grove has been an awesome strategic coach for many, especially if you're trying to go the multi-location route. He grew a practice to 8 locations, if I remember right. But go check out that episode. Lots of value we shared there. Introduction for today. I'm excited to have Dr. Mohamed Attia on the podcast. He is an esteemed leader of the Alexandria Center of Dentistry in Franconia and Alexandria, Virginia. He brings over 2 decades of expertise since graduating in 2002 and completing a postgraduate general practice residency as a master of the Academy of General Dentistry, diplomat of the American Board of Oral Implantology, and fellow of both the AAID and ICOI. He's among the top few percent of dentists in implant and general dentistry. So we're excited to talk about implant dentistry with you guys today. Dr. Attia integrates cutting-edge technology from CEREC same-day crowns to CBCT 3D planned surgery, ensuring patients receive modern, precise, and comfortable care in his practice. He's a passionate educator and leader. He serves as a past president and current CE chair of the Virginia Academy of General Dentistry, frequently lecturing on avoiding implant complications for elite professional audiences. You guys, we've got a wealth of knowledge and an expert today in regards to implants. Dr. Attia, welcome to the show. Excited to have you on.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad that Dr. Laura Schwent introduced us. She was on the show recently. If you guys are interested in mindset and personal development in your career as a dentist, definitely got to talk to Laura Schwinn and check out that episode. I'm glad she introduced us.
Amazing. It's well needed, especially in dentistry. We're just talking how hard dentistry is, and you can get burned like very easily. And it's important for dentists to realize they need the time to sit back and just take it easy sometimes, because it gets overwhelming very quickly.
Yeah, there's a lot of burnout, right, in the industry. And I think mindset is a big part of that, as well as getting the right support, either from consultants, advisors, or especially your team, right? Like how we work with our teams. Yeah, but I'm excited to talk with you about implants today. It seems like you are an expert in that space, and you're an educator and helping a lot of dentists learn how to implement implants into their practice, perform those procedures. Let's talk all about that. How did you go from practice ownership, operating in a practice, to becoming an educator and leader in the implant space?
Well, I love dentistry. I'm a general dentist. My office here in Alexandria, Virginia, we do everything. So I do all my fillings, my same-day crowns, which I enjoy, root canal, Invisalign, conscious sedation, sleep apnea, you name it. We do all aspects of general dentistry. My patient appreciated that we do everything under one roof. I really have a passion for it. I enjoy dentistry to the max. Like, for me, it's really what helped me through the years to get better and keep going, because I really enjoy it. I enjoy implants, of course, as you can tell. Integral part of my practice. I love offering that to my patients because I know it's the best alternative to natural teeth. I grew up and had both my grandparents had dentures, and I saw how much the suffering was, like, not able to eat or, like, function as normal, like, was with their dentures. It definitely not ideal treatment, and always wanted to offer my patient a better solution. And for me, implants makes the best solution to replace these missing teeth. So been practicing for 23 years now, and lecturing started. I always wanted to lecture and teach. I always had the passion. I always had, like, some students come to my office to observe. I always have that good feedback. They like enjoying being there and see how we do it. Uh, Either like dentists, like newly grad dentists, or students in the dental school. Sometimes we even host, like, students in hygiene school or dental assisting school. They come here too as well to observe. So I really enjoy that. And for a long time, I've been trying to see, like, I feel like I don't know what should I be talking about, because I feel like everybody knows this stuff, right? But then I got the opportunity one time many years ago to lecture, and it was just a short lecture. It was like 20 minutes lecture. I was invited to do it, and the feedback was crazy. I'm like, I thought, like, everybody knows this stuff. Like, this is what I'm doing in my practice. Everybody was like, "Oh, wow." So I'm like, okay, so I actually, maybe I can start, like, lecturing and helping people, show them how we do it, and that would be beneficial for them. And that's where we started. And for me, I usually like to speak about complication for implant dentistry, because I had to go through a lot. Like, I had to learn the hard way with many things. So for me, I feel like the best way to learn something is to learn the bad side of it. Okay, what could go wrong? How can I avoid that? And how can I fix it if it go wrong? And I just, yeah, I feel like it's working. I feel like people enjoy it, and I'm helping a lot of, like, new docs just, like, getting on their feet and understand implant dentistry, and I enjoy it.
That's awesome. How many of your students or people that you've worked with are fresh out of dental school versus the seasoned practitioner that's looking to add this now as a service in their practice?
It's really a mix, because I usually get invited to a lecture for, like, an event. Sometimes I don't even know, like, what level the audience are. I'm sure it's all mixed, like, between expert and newly grad. But I teach at the MAXIC course as well, and most of them, like, usually starting their implant career, and I like that more. I really enjoy that more, because I feel like I can help them early on, and guide
Yeah.
them. Hey, don't do that. I did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's like, it. I enjoy guiding them early, because I feel it's the most beneficial for them. But other than that, different event, different audience, and it's all have different impact. So
Yeah. How much of your process of your program, your teaching is based on placing single implants versus doing like arches and all on
oh,
X
we
cases?
we cover all. So what I like most is usually a full day. So I do a full day talking about complication. We usually start with, like, single implants, and then multiple implants, and full arch ending up the day. I like also to do, like, workshops. So sometimes I like to do a full day of lecture, and then maybe half a day of, like, workshop or hands-on. I like to do workshops for different techniques too, sometimes with, like, newer technology, or what you could use, like, for certain cases. So every event is different. It all depends what they want to focus on, and what the audience want as well.
Yeah. When you're when you're doing your education, your courses, are these small kind of group settings where you can get real intimate with each of the attendees and do you practice on cadavers, things like that? What's involved with the technical side of things and like and how you're doing all of that?
For lectures, it's usually open. Usually lectures have like a large number.
Oh, okay.
The workshops, we limit the number because you need to have that one-to-one
Right.
connection. So it's usually a small group for the hands-on.
Mhm.
When we do the live surgery courses, usually we try to limit the number to really few dentists, like, because you need to really study the cases with them, help them, stand by their side, placing the implant, guide them with every single placement. So it really need
Mhm.
almost one-to-one monitoring. So we really limit the number to very few. Also, when we do the live surgery course, we customize it, meaning we survey the audience, we survey the attendees, and we make sure we know what they want, because some dentists come to live surgery course because they want to place their first implant, or maybe they placed a couple implants before and they don't have the confidence yet. They want to come and start placing implants. So that's a different group. Some of them, they already placing some few implants, but they want to do more complicated cases, or they want to do more different procedure like grafting, or they want to do like a full arch. So we try to listen to everyone, and we try to get them the right patient for them, and try to make it basically customized for them, so they're not coming and just getting any random cases. So we try to give them what they really need to help them out.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. I almost wish I was a dentist and I could ask you some point blank questions that would be coming to mind. Or if we had a dentist here, another person who doesn't know implants or who has placed implants, because I don't know if I have the right question to ask for you, but maybe a good one would be like, what are the challenges that are often associated with implant dentistry, and especially for those who are getting into it? Um, what are some common pitfalls or setbacks, or maybe even misconceptions or limiting beliefs that dentists have around implants? Maybe
Well, I think
some of those.
the biggest setback we have right now is I feel like they not getting enough of dental implants in dental school. So
Mm,
basically, new graduates, most of the time, they never place an implant in dental school. So all the implant education is based on them to go and get it, which is, I would say, normal. But they have to understand implant dentistry nowadays is not optional anymore. It is not like something that you can just not do. You really have to understand implant dentistry. You need at least to be able to restore those cases, understanding how to help these patients, and okay, where can I start? Okay, so implant dentistry is integral part of general practice dentistry nowadays, and I feel um, dental students should graduate with some basic knowledge of implant dentistry, if not more.
mm,
I highly recommend all my dental students to go for residency program, which I always believe the residency program should be mandatory, but that's a different discussion we can have another time.
yeah.
But after residency program, they really have to go for dental implant education. I recommend multiple courses that usually almost a year long course, like the MAXIC course, which I always recommend my students to go to, which I did myself like maybe 20 years ago. But it's basically once a month for almost a year. And you go there for 3 days every time. You get the basic knowledge. You have hands on training. You do cadaver training. Uh, Most of them now have live surgery part of it too. You do it on live patients. I feel it's really important. And that's just to get you ready to go into implant dentistry. After that, live surgery courses helps a lot, and you learn. But yeah, I feel like most dental students nowadays are not really prepared with
From
just
dental
graduating
school.
dental school. They need a lot of training afterwards.
Is there a reason why they don't focus on some of these additional certification specialties in dentistry in the school? I guess it's very complex and requires a lot of time to get
Probably time, because even especially after COVID, I feel like the requirement are really less than before. Most of the students that I see, like new associate coming here to like apply for jobs or stuff like that, I feel like they didn't have enough experience. So I don't know. I don't know if COVID had a big role in it, just kind
Yeah.
of have a big hit on it, or what happened. But yeah, they definitely got impacted by that, and I feel like requirement need to be adjusted to a higher level because I feel it's not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, so if, say I'm a dental student and all the way across the other side of the country in Washington or California or something, if I can't come to work with you, is you said the Maxi program, is that kind of a
MAXIC course is
broader
everywhere. Yeah, the MAXIC
Maxi
course
course?
it's by the American Academy of Implant Dentistry. But yeah, it's almost in every state. I think
Okay.
there's so many, right? I think at least 15 or maybe 20 courses across the states. But yeah, it's totally worth it. I would highly recommend. I have no financial benefit from recommending it at all. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's just what I did, and it really helped me a lot.
And you recommend doing that in dental school while you,
And you
or
cannot do it
wait
in
right
dental
out
school
of
right after graduation. I would say it's ideal.
as an
I
associate,
understand
maybe.
it's
Yeah.
expensive, and most of dental students, you graduate and you already have like
Yeah, you got
lots of student loans, but it's a great
right.
investment. I think if you interested in implant dentistry, you really would have to do it as part
Yeah.
of your investment in your dental career. But yeah,
I think that was the thing that was most fascinating to me that I didn't know about before we focused in on dentistry as an industry that we wanted to help back in 2018 when we were analyzing all the different customers we had that we were helping with online marketing. We one of my first clients actually from 2014 at Revive Dental Implant Center in Phoenix, Dr. Kent Howell. Um, I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw this before and after picture of a patient that had, I mean, you guys have seen these cases in dentistry where the mouth is just completely, there's hardly any teeth left. There's all kinds of gum problems. This patient had severe oral hygiene problems, right? But right next to that picture was a completely transformed individual, smiling, perfect teeth, top and bottom, full arches in a day. And I was just blown away by the transformation of that. I reached out to Dr. Howell and I said, what do you guys do? What is that? He told me all about this patient and the work that they do as prosthodontists and periodontists working together to place these arches and the impact it has on the lives of your patients. That to me is huge, and I think
you know,
it's the most beautiful part of dentistry, not just the hygiene or the cavities, the drill and fill bridges, but the total transformation that you get with implants is just amazing.
this transformation, it what give you that satisfaction. It's amazing. I want to tell you, like, I don't really enjoy full arch cases. I don't enjoy. It's a lot of work.
A
It's
lot of
it's
work.
really invasive. It's too much. But once you see the patient transformation, oh my God, you're like,
Yeah,
okay, I can never stop doing this case because
yeah,
just give you that you're giving this patient a whole new start. Like it's hey, we're starting over again. Here you go. A whole new smile, a whole new confidence. The impact you put on this patient is huge. Yeah, you can never get that
yeah.
with anything else.
I've seen we had one doctor we're working with, Dr. Fulcher. He sent me a video of a immediately after, maybe not immediately, I can't remember what it was, but he had the patient bite out of an apple. Uh,
Mm.
and they were like, "Are you serious? I could just bite an apple?" Because they, so used to dentures or whatever, problem they had. But yeah, it's
Amazing,
phenomenal, and that's cool
amazing.
that you get to help other dentists, improve the services they offer to their community to be able to have that impact. That's neat.
Definitely.
Uh, yeah. So one of the things I always like to ask is if you could help our listeners have one epiphany, one big takeaway from this, what would be that bit of advice that would really have a big impact? Either could be implantology, could be related to their practice. What's that one thing that can really help make a difference for our listeners in your experience?
For me, it's love what you do. I was lucky. I really have a great passion for dentistry. I love it. I enjoy it. I think that's what really give me the drive to keep going and keep learning. Um, Dentistry is not as easy as it looks. It's really tiring. You get overwhelmed all like very easily. So you really have to enjoy it in order to keep going. So love what you do, enjoy it. If you are a new dentist, definitely get credentials. And credential is not important. Why I'm recommending getting credential with AGD, American Academy. I'm sorry, the AGD and AID is the process of getting credential with Academy of General Dentistry and American Academy of Implant Dentistry is what gonna give you the experience. In order for you to get like a master for the AGD, you have to go with a lot of exams and do attend a lot of CEs and have certain hours. With the AID, you have to do multiple cases presented, do exams, be examined like oral exam and having like, discussion about the cases. You will learn through the process. So I think for all new dentists, they should go through that. It's gonna give them the drive and same time gives them the experience. And of course, it's good to be credential. Hey, I'm a fellow or whatever, but that will never bring you patients. Patients don't understand what these letters mean.
Right.
But in order for you to achieve that, you would go through a lot that will teach you so many things and will hone your experience for sure.
Yeah, thank you. That's great advice. We talk about burnout with Dr. Laura Brenner on our show. If you want to go back and listen to that episode, you got to love what you do. I think implants, while it's hard, we were talking about that impact. Maybe this is for you, and maybe it's a way that you can really start to enjoy or take the satisfaction you get from dentistry to the next level by adding implants to your practice. You mentioned something briefly there about being a fellow or being highly credentialed and respected, and that doesn't necessarily bring implant patients into the practice. What, in your experience, what does bring patients into the practice? What kind of marketing have you done? What's been your experience to really get these cases, to get the word out that you do this and to get patients attracted to you?
The best patient you get is word of mouth. Word of mouth. The work you do for your patient is going to bring you more patients. If you do it right and patient are happy, it will always bring you some more patient back, their families, their friends. This is the best patient you're going to get. Other than that, of course, yes, as you know, all the social media, Google, having your patient leave good reviews online makes a huge impact. And then when the patient go on your website and then see, okay, you've been through that, you have multiple credential, you experience in what you do, then they give you a phone call. That's how it all starts. So, of course, marketing, you are the experts. I mean, marketing is not easy. It's really involved. You have to get all this media together in order for you to get your name out there. In order for the patient to finally land on your page or your phone number and give you a call. That's all what it takes, but it takes a lot of work. I'm sure you can give us even more like advice
Yeah.
on that. Where would you think is the best marketing resource?
Word of mouth is definitely the cheapest, right? It doesn't cost anything to give your patients an awesome experience and to impress them so that they want to talk about their new smile or to talk about the amazing dentistry and level of care and service that you provide. But if you want to go beyond that, like the practices we work with that are wanting to scale and add fuel to the fire and really start to implement a process, a strategy to get to that next level, right? If we're at $80,000 to $100,000 a month, how do we get to double that, triple that, or quadruple that? How do we scale that to multi-location? There's a lot that goes into that, and there's a lot that goes into attracting the patients online. A big part of it is the right offer, and like you said, demonstrating who you are on your website. All of your online presence needs to convey the quality of care that you provide, your website, your social media, your reviews. And if you're not dedicating any kind of resources or time to making sure that that reflects the level of care that you provide and the experience when they come into the practice, then your ads aren't going to really work very well, and the results are not going to be great. So a big part of what we do is try to put together a game plan where we really do capture on photo and video the essence of the practice and the team and the doctor, as well as the patients and the impact you've had through testimonials, interviewing patients. We pull all of that together to make sure that's reflected on the website, as well as the content that we're putting out in the ads. And when it comes to implants, it's a much bigger life decision as well. It's a big invasive procedure, especially if you're doing full arches, top and bottom, as well as cost, right? This is an investment in their health and in their lifestyle that requires a bit amount of money. And so there's a whole choreographed experience that has to happen, both from interacting online, following the ad, the landing pages, the experience when they interact with the practice. How are we following up with this patient to get them scheduled, to when they come in for their initial consult? What's that like? Is all of this buttoned together in a nice, cohesive strategy so that we get the best return on investments? But when done right, we're seeing 11x, 10x, 12x return on ad spend. So we've got a lot of practices that are doing well over 6 figures a month on just $10,000 of ad spend. And so you really have to work with a team that knows what they're doing and has a lot of the things buttoned up like we do. But I'm glad you asked that.
Amazing. That's amazing.
About it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Attia, this has been awesome. Yeah. Tell us, for anyone interested in working with you or finding out more about your unique approach to implant dentistry, education, lectures, where should we send them to connect with you?
I think my email would be great. My website as well. They can always call the office. They can email me directly as well. I'd love to answer them and help them. Yeah.
Okay, we've got.
I don't know why, but mentorship makes a big difference too. Not only for just the dentist, but I want to tell you a funny story. I don't know how much time we have, but I had a patient one day came to me, and she had a pain from her wisdom teeth, and I helped her with her wisdom teeth. So we got her in, we got her numb, we took the 4 wisdom teeth out, and it was pretty much a straightforward procedure. This patient fell in love with dentistry that day. She's like, "Oh my God, I did not have any pain. I love dentistry." She ended up going to dental school and graduated and became a dentist.
What?
And I forgot that because I'm like, wow, I had an impact on my patient. And when she was in dental school, she came to my office to shadow. It's like, for me, I'm like, wow, it's like,
this is cool.
Amazing. That's great. So yeah, just helping people, I don't know, to always give you that great feeling. You help somebody and they, I don't know, you change their life. So for me, it means a lot.
Yeah, that impact is huge. That's a lot about what we focus on too. We have our whole process is called the practice impact formula. It's all about how are we impacting the practice for growth. And our team, we brand ourselves as the practice impact team. So everything we do is about that. And that's a phenomenal story that you had that kind of experience with or impact on your patient's life to then affect the outcome of their career and what they're pursuing to give back to other people. That's awesome.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. Well, everybody, if you want to learn more, the website is Alexandria Dentist VA, like Virginia.com. And we'll put that in the show notes so you can click right to it and see the About page that has all this detailed information as well as testimonial videos behind Dr. Attia's education and leadership in implantology. And then we'll also, of course, include Dr. Attia's email. So if you want to reach out directly to him to find out more and take that next step, or just ask questions, right? If you have any questions about implant dentistry. Thank you again, Dr. Attia, for being on the show. It was awesome.
It's an honor. Thank you so much.
Yes. Until next time, everybody, on the Marketing 32 show, you guys have a great day, and thanks for listening.